Injuries and illness have hit hard. At the Vic's last training session on Wednesday night, it was more a case of who didn't train than who did. Tony Lockett and Peter Dacos missed, while Dacos's Collingwood teammate Mick attended but didn't train. Also in civvies was Stephen Silvani, who was ruled out because of an ankle injury he's carried all season, despite kicking 8 goals for Carlton last week. The biggest loss is ex-Tassie medalist Paul Salmon, who announced he had a broken bone in his leg and would miss the state game and up to a month with Essendon.
I treat state football very seriously, and it's one of the major reasons I'm very upset is I won't be able to participate in the game next Tuesday. But hopefully I'll get a chance to be involved in the next one, and I wish the boys well. You know, it's a great thing to play out here at the MCG in front of your home crowd, and I would have liked to have done it at least once in my career, so yeah, I'm disappointed about that.
Fitzroy's Richard Osborne was a late addition to the squad this week to fill the gap being left by some talented goal kickers.
It was great to be called up again this week because I've been kicking a few goals for Fitzroy, so hopefully I can do that for the Victoria next week.
Two recent captains, Simon Madden and Dale Waitman, are missing because of lack of form or illness, but WA shouldn't get too excited. The lineup is an awesome array of talent. Gary Ablett and Barry Stoneham from the all-conquering Cats, Brownlow medalist Jim Steins. Greg Williams, after his late start to the season, is ready to fire up the Vics. And the only club captain, Fitzroy's Paul Roos, will lead the side in just about the best form of his career. Add some youngsters in top form like Footscray's Chris Grant, and the furrows on the faces of Ted Whitten and Billy Goggin should lift. Over the years, the two states have played 76 times, Victoria winning 59 of them and Western Australia 17. The only West Australian victories outside Perth being the Carnivals in Hobart 1947 and Brisbane 1961. But since State of Origin was started in 1977, the ledger is a lot closer at 11-7. But still, WA have never won in Melbourne. The closest was in 1970 when the great Polly Farmer led the West to within 6 points at the MCG. The 1992 team has a chance to create history.
Number one.
Last year's emotional win for WA over the Big V. The boys from the West are hoping for a repeat performance on Tuesday, and talk of a wet MCG surface isn't of great concern when you remember the conditions for last year's game at the WACA.
Haven't seen rain like this for a long, long time.
Turley tucked in the pocket, keeps the ball in play, however, gives it to Cernich. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked that. He has stopped it.
And with the Eagles playing into some form, there's growing confidence about the prospect of WA's first Origin win in football's homeland.
Oh, I think so. It's not only added confidence for them, it's added confidence for selectors. We could now go in and say, well, we might be able to pick a few of these blokes.
In a squad of hardened AFL players, there's one exception, Stephen O'Reilly from Swan Districts. He starred in the state game between WA and South Australia recently.
And we were all very impressed with the boy. We thought he showed composure beyond his years, and he looks like he's gained a yard of pace, and he's a player that we don't want to crucify, and he won't be just rushed in for the sake of filling a spot. You know, naturally we hope his form's good.
WA still has a squad of 32 players. A team and captain won't be picked until Monday.
We've tried to cover all options, even though we know the media and some may be critical of naming such a big squad. There's really nothing else we can do, because we can't draw on anyone with half a day's notice.
So far, coach Mick Malthouse has had brekkie with the Melbourne-based players and regular Eagles training with the rest. Perhaps not the ideal preparation.
And what it is, really, we'll probably meet once, train once together, and throw them all in and see how they go.
So what a game it should be on Tuesday night, Victoria and Western Australia at the MCG. Check your local guides for telecasting.